educational campaigns, that this is your political duty, your political right, your constitutional right for citizens to go. How important do you see these educational campaigns, especially now that with our coverage throughout the 14 governorates, we're seeing a lot of people participating and going to cast their votes. And actually, just before you get back to me on that, we are now joined by one of our correspondents reporting from Upper Egypt, El Minya. We are joined by our correspondent, Nile TV's correspondent, Hany Farag. Good afternoon to you, Hany.
Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to our dear viewers.
Right, Hany, what can you tell me about the second day of the elections at the polling station you are currently at? I believe you are in El Minya.
Okay, let me say a fierce electoral race, a high temperature of competition between the candidates in the voting process. Village supporters are very enthusiastic for the candidate. On the ground, a long-term voting marathon for the various institutions of the Minya governorate. By such expressions, we can describe the different dimensions of the scene of the legislative elections in Minya governorate. On the second and last consecutive day, the temperature of the electoral race rises enormously. The enthusiasm of the supporters of the candidates from the Saft El Khammar village, situated in the first constituency of Minya, has turned into violent disputes, into even fights in front of the electoral committees. But there was a quick intervention, rather an urgent reaction from the police officers to stop all this.
Yes, Hany, let me ask you.
In fact, a momentary incident that did not affect the smooth running of this electoral process. Yeah, I hear you.
Right, Hany, let me ask you a bit about the organization with regards to the time it takes for the voter to go cast their ballots and leave the polling station. Is it a quick process, or are you seeing queues and it's quite a lengthy process?
Okay, let me say that if I hear the right your question, let me say that the police officer tried to intervene at any time to remove any obstacles or eliminate any dispute between the voters who are really enthusiastic. The governor also called on the citizens of Minya to participate positively and consciously in this House of Representatives elections, stressing that participation represents a true embodiment of national awareness and responsibility, and that every vote in support for the stability of the state and strengthening also the development process and building the new republic. Let me also say that the governor of Minya has been following the beginning of the voting process since yesterday morning from inside the control center of the National Emergency and the Public Security Network at the headquarters of the governorate of Minya. About notable influx of citizens, the governor also emphasized that the electoral process is taking place regularly and in a stable manner in all the electoral centers. The governor stressed the full coordination with the security and the executive institutions to secure the electoral headquarters and voting offices, and they provide also a safe and organized environment. It's also noted that a large percentage of party candidates in these parliamentary elections are young people. We are talking effectively about ages between 30 and 45 years. Also, let me tell you that for this second and last day, the legislative election process continues its launch here in the governorate of Minya. 3.8 million voters in the governorate of Minya are called to choose their candidates for the legislative elections, which are held over 2 days. Let me say again that here we are in a very heat competition, especially in these villages of El Minya.
Right, I'd like to thank you very, very much, Nile TV's correspondent Hany Farag reporting live from El Minya. Governor, thank you very much for your update. Hany, of course, we'll be joining you throughout the day for further updates from your side. Now, back to Dr. Mahgoub, our guest. I was just asking you before we took our correspondent live about the educational campaigns and the importance of, educating Egyptian citizens on their right to practice their political rights.
Yes.